Today we are working on Farm Fresh and doing a job that I have been putting off for some time, a leaky Welsh plug. Let's get to it. So off camera I have already knocked out the Welsh plug just to see if it can be done. Now I'm going to attempt to get you guys in there, but I don't know if you can, with the sun glaring, I don't know if you can see that too well. But I've knocked it out and now it's in the block, so I just need to try get in there, pull it out, and then try seat the new one in there. Now I'm trying to do it without removing anything, so I'll whack you guys on time lapse and we'll see how we go. Alright guys, quick update. After lots of swearing, finally got it out. You can see it's clearly, get in some light, you can see it's clearly pretty corroded. Those holes are not from me pinching it. When I tapped it in, it actually fell in the block. Had to use a magnet, twist it that way, then pull it out with 2 screwdrivers, one on each end, flatheads. Anyway, this is so that's the damaged one. This is the new one. So we're going to try to clean up the block surface and then pop that in. Well, boys and girls, we are one step closer to taking this car for a test drive. The Welsh plug, I don't know if you can get in there too easily. Can you see that there? Yeah, you can just see it. I know it's a bit sunny, but the Welsh plug is in. I got that in with a combination of sockets, swearing and willpower. I had to remove the aircon stuff out the way. That's pretty easy. I did seal up around, I used, as you can see, it's spilt everywhere, so it's just adding to my awesome experience. But I used Loctite around the plug, and I'm going to let that sit for a little while. While I do that, I'm going to do the plugs, put some transmission fluid in it, see if it, because I think the plugs are fouled, that's why it's a bit hard to start. So yeah, fresh plugs. I found that the float was stuck in the carby bowl, so it was filling the bowl sight glass full of fuel. So I've just gave it a couple taps and it seems to be where it should be. So yeah, I'm going to do a couple things here and then I'll check back with you guys. Alright boys, we have a running car. I'm letting it get up to temperature at the moment. It's got a small leak coming from the, you can't see it, but right down in there is where the bottom radiator pipe bolts to the block. I'd say that gasket's worn out because I can see it dripping down there. The water pump's in here, so it'd be dripping straight down, so it's not the water pump. All that smoke is just from twigs and spider webs and stuff sitting in the exhaust manifold. This is probably the longest it's run in, yeah, definitely 10 years. I'm watching the temp gauge, filled it up with water, filled the trans up, filled the engine block up, put new plugs in it, and it's turned straight off the key now. So obviously it had the gas plugs in it, which had a massive gap in it. Look at that. I don't know if the alternator's charging too well, so I might have to suss that out. But I've got another spare one over there. But yeah, the longer it runs, the healthier it sounds. It moves back, it moves forward. Can't ask for more than that. So yeah, I'm gonna leave it at that for now. Actually, before I clock off, I don't know if you guys can see, but the Welsh plug isn't leaking. So you probably can't see it too well, but the Welsh plug's not leaking, which is awesome. So I'm just heat cycling the whole car, letting it get up to temperature. No smoke out the back, which is awesome, because obviously it would have had excess fuel running through it from flooding, and the wrong plugs and trying to crank it the whole time. Seems to be running awesome. So once I fix that leak, bleed the brakes, I've got a brake pedal, but it's like right to the bottom of the floor, so once I bleed the brakes, then I reckon we'll take it for a test drive. As we near 1,000 subscribers, I just wanted to take a moment to give a couple shout outs. But firstly, thank all you guys that have actually subscribed to my channel. I truly appreciate the support. I guess it's a milestone in the YouTube world, but it just means that maybe only a select few of you guys are enjoying my content. It's not the most popular content, but it's literally what I love to play with, and it's just what I do day to day. So I enjoy filming it. It gives me a creative outlet, especially during restrictions and lockdowns and COVID and all that sort of stuff. So I truly appreciate all you guys subscribing to the channel. But yeah, I wanted to give a couple shout outs to some other, say, YouTubers and people that have supported me and my growth and my journey and whatnot. So firstly, Daniel from Wasabi Cars. He's another YouTuber, Australian, that lives in Japan. He's basically supported me from day dot, even though I'm not a big YouTuber or anything. He's supporting me in the way of sort of sending me merch or giving me shout outs on Insta and YouTube and helping the channel grow with his fan base. So Daniel, I appreciate everything you've done to help me out. Broomy from Broomy's Garage and Full Boost, I'd like to give him a shout out for helping me out with parts and doing the same sort of thing, just helping me grow my channel with his sort of audience. Andrew from Groom Industries, he's been an awesome dude, supplying me parts at no cost, merch, helping me out with content at his workplace. Yeah, so again, Andrew, I appreciate your support. Anthony from Shed Talk, he's in my featured channels, so I'll put a little link up. But Anthony's another Melbourne automotive YouTuber that does grassroots garage or builds from his garage, and we connected some time ago. So hopefully once COVID and restrictions ease, we're going to do a lot more collabing and a lot more fabrication type stuff. So Anthony, so make sure you go check Anthony at Shed Talk out. He's in my featured channels, and I'll put a link up. My Canadian maple syrup loving friend Jason from Old Car Guy, he's been supportive of my channel, again using his audience to help me grow, allowing me to be on his show and whatnot. Grant from Straight Six Fan, same sort of thing. My American mate, he's helping me grow and he's giving me shout outs and whatnot. And lastly, but not least, is our subscriber Daniel. So all this HB content wouldn't be possible without our subscriber Daniel. Not only did he put me onto these 2 cars, he was kind enough to actually, because we're in restrictions, I couldn't go and pay for them and transport them myself. So he was kind enough to pay for the cars, store them on his property in country Victoria for a couple of weeks, and pretty much did it for free. So huge shout out to Daniel. I appreciate you doing all this work, and without you I wouldn't have been able to sort of firstly have these cars, and secondly bring all the content that I am currently doing with the restrictions and COVID. So I appreciate that. But yeah, as we sort of hit 1,000 subscribers shortly, probably by next week I gather, we've got a lot more stuff going on, whether it's my Blue Weekend Warrior build that's going to have the turbo motor. We're finishing this off, and hopefully I'll get to take you guys for its first drive in over 10 years shortly. I've fixed a bunch of stuff on this, and then we've got the silver one that we're going to be doing some stuff with. So again, I just want to take a moment to give to say thanks for everyone's support. I appreciate it all, and I'll see you on the next one.